Hey guys, it's Draven Nerds Productions here, and today we're going to be doing a collection of my Thomas and Friends minis. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go over with the classics first. First off is the classic James, and then classic Iron Bert, and then classic Diesel 10, and then Spencer. Rosie in her original lavender livery. Steven. Millie. Ashima, which she still has her painted wheels on what she has in the show. But since the washable paint is cracking a little bit, it's very unlikely that I will have to update her. And then last but not least, both versions of Annie. Now we move on to almost all of the variants that I have. So here we go. So we have the Hero Ninja Hero, and then Racing Flynn, and then Dino Ben. Now we're on to the DC crossovers. So we have two versions of James as the Flash, and then Percy as Robin, and then Charlie as the Riddler, and then two Ferdinands as Mr. Freeze, and then Emily as Vincent, and then Scruff as armored Batman, and then two versions of Aerie as Shazam, although at the bottom literally just says Bert, which I don't know why. And then Salty as Clark Kent, aka Superman, and then Fiery Flynn as Firestorm, which I was very surprised when I found it out on the Thomas Wiki. I have called him Yellow Flynn for so long. And Skarloey as Arisanel. I'm pretty sure that I pronounced his name correctly. Tootsie Fruit Chews Thomas, and then Sweets Ferdinand, and Sweets Sydney. The Creature's Troublesome Truck, and all of the neon glow-in-the-dark engines, like Gordon, Bertie, Spencer, Hero, Scruff, Salty, Rosie, Stanley, Charlie, and Millie. Then we have Space Iron Bert, and then Nighttime Emily, and then this ghostly, slimy, troublesome truck. And then the 75th anniversary Silver Thomas, and then Pop Art Thomas, Camo Bertie, and the light-up versions of James and Emily. Sushi Diesel, Rainbow Rosie, and this is the version of her in her NWR and 37 of her red livery, and I never got the red version of Rosie. And then the Fizz and Go Cargo Thomas, with a surprise, which is a unicorn. And that's the only one that I have. And then the On the Farm Annie, Music Charlie, or Musical Charlie, and then Ghost Henry. Then we have the Fiery Thomas and the Tiger Racing James that came in the Motorized stunt set, which doesn't work anymore. As you can see, it had some battery corrosion after being left here for about a few years. I literally discovered it a few years ago and I took them out, so I never played with this set again. So yeah, here is the corrosion. So yeah, after having this stunt set for quite a long time, or for a while, since 2017 or so, when I got this for Christmas, I think it will be the time that I will sell this item on eBay with the help of my aunt. But as for the exclusive engines like Thomas and James, I am keeping them. But just this, and just this, because I will no longer be needing this anymore. Maybe someday I will have another mini set which isn't motorized, such as this one. Anyways, let's continue. Alright, so we have James with steam on his sides, which came in the Superstation, and then the exclusive C versions of Percy and Nia from the Super Cruiser. And right beside the minis are the cargo cars and the checklist booklets. As you can see on the two cars, I give them a little bit of detail and given them faces. One of them is paper, which it is very small when I did this back in 2020, and this one markered. So yeah, and back in 2020, as I may remember, I have taken out the screws, only one screw, and keep the other one. It's very interesting to see a literal underneath to keep the wheels in place, rather than being incredibly exposed to the point where a child could get those wheels off of the truck and end up choking themselves. I'm literally telling you, these trucks are choking hazards. They are from, I believe, the motorized railway track in certain countries. So yeah, while I did detail those trucks, the other trucks that I have didn't, and still remain the screws, the bottom, and all that. So yeah, maybe someday I will use them to their good advantage, like using them as carts for road vehicles like Terrence or Trevor. So yeah, those are the cargo cars that came with the minis. And here's a quick view of the checklists. I cannot believe them that they're still lying a few years later, and I still have them. And that concludes my entire Thomas Minis collection. I hope you enjoy this video, and make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to, and let me know what are your thoughts on the Thomas & Friends Minis. Do you think that they are okay? Do you think that they're cute and fun to play with? Do you think that they're pretty good? Let me know in the comments. This is Motorized Productions, signing off.